It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. We are live in Charlotte, North Carolina, the home of the Hornets. And, of course, LaMelo Ball. Many wonder how they'll do without him. Well, we'll soon find out.
And as shocked as people are that they would trade away a player of his caliber, they didn't just let him go for nothing. I mean, they got a lot in return. I think it's a deal that's going to really help them down the road.
And we're taking a glance here at the Oklahoma City Thunder, Brent. They are all in on the future.
Absolutely. You open up the cupboards there to see what they have, and they are not bare. Massive amounts of first-round draft choices for this front office. And that goes along with some of the young talent they've already identified. This team could get very good very fast with all of that.
And the rejection by Holmgren. Out to Edwards. To the paint. And Edwards with the stop.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Tipping down low. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Brandon Miller. This is his first free throw of the game. And he can't get the first one. Well, the last time, GA, the Hornets made the playoffs was back in 2016.
And that was during Steve Clifford's first stint with the organization. I'm sure that played a factor in their decision to bring him back as head coach.
Now here's Edwards. He's provided them with some scoring punch and is averaging 13 points a game.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter.
Stay on it.
Williams looking over the floor. And it's sent back by Garnett. And a fast break now for the Hornets. And it's slammed in by Garnett.
And not just the score, Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
Holmgren gets the bucket.
When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Here's man. Miller outside. Launches a three. The shot will not fall. Pippen outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Off on the layup.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, wanting to do whatever is good for the team on any given possession. That time, Dort playing unselfishly.
And here we are watching Jalen Williams. Brent, there's a certain calm to his game, isn't there?
Yeah, he's comfortable because he really can do a lot of things on the floor, so there's nothing that's going to really shut him down. It's very hard to speed this guy up. He gets an opportunity to play at his pace. That's a gift.
Out to the right wing. It's stolen by Edwards. Inside. Oh!
Yeah. Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards. Showing off right now.
And here is Gilgeous-Alexander. Still without a basket. Back to Holmgren. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Hornets leading by 7. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Good, it's Garnett with the assist that time.
Excellent all-around performance so far. Hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
Now a timeout called by Oklahoma City. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And Oklahoma City making a change here. Here's Holmgren. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Pass to Williams. Shot to stop the run. Rebound by Williams.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Payne. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter a block just about every shot in his vicinity.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And the dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Assisted.
2 teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
Here's Payne. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the painted area and just dominating, controlling that spot.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Charlotte. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. Back right after this. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And when you consider how Charlotte is doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And we see players sometimes, Greg, after a change of venue, they change teams, suddenly taking the next step. What can key that leap?
Kevin, it's not all just opportunity and fit. I think there can be a mental component as well. A fresh start can give you a blank canvas to try new things.
Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
Giddy with it. Pass to Williams. Wallace with the ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. In regard to the Thunder, they had to go through, Greg, a rebuilding process not too long ago.
Yeah, it was a tough couple years, but they had a plan in place and did it the right way. They made some smart signings and created a very balanced roster.
Here's Payne. And there's another one for the Hornets. And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Right side, Williams. Pass to Williams. Clock at 6. Good D by Anderson.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Thunder trailing by 10. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, the OKC Thunder is still building, but is it fast enough for their all-star guard, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander? SGA says, I think we're going to be a really good team a lot sooner than people think. So it's pretty easy for me to be patient. I see the growth every day, and I'm super excited about it. Kevin?
And we see it too. Hey, David, thank you. Here's Wallace. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. Wallace has got 4 points now in the quarter.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Batum wide open. He fires. It's good from about 19 feet. Batum's got the lead up to 10 now for the Hornets. Now here's Giddey. Still yet to score. Lays it up and banks it in.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys. Brent, you just don't see many point guards taller than 6'8", but Josh Giddey is one of them.
And Josh does a great job, Greg, of using that size to his advantage. He gets into positions on the floor where he can see over the level of the defense and make some spectacular passes.
The kick out to Williams. Back to Giddey. Hayward outside. Oklahoma City needs to get off a shot. Beyond the arc. Hornets with the rebound.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Here's Mann. Back to Edwards. Lots of room. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And that's what they're looking for from Edwards. Scoring from all areas of the court, even mid-range, keeps the defense honest.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Now coming onto the floor is your Hornets War Squad. Like to hear you make some noise.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. There's a good screen. Here's Pippen. Miller grabs the miss. Hornets leading by 10. Pass to Edwards. From downtown. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
Now Dort. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Great D that time from Griffin. And so it's Garnett who brings up the ball for Charlotte. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. To the middle. And it's Garnett finishing it off.
well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Well, we've talked so much about Gilgeous-Alexander's athleticism. This is the reason why, on display.
Got a piece of it. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Here's Pippen. And the dunk by Holmgren.
That's what he gives you, a big-time presence on the glass.
And you know what, Greg? Once he gets his hands on it, he's not even thinking about kicking it out.
His competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Edwards looking it over. Miller outside. Back to Edwards. Shoots over Dort.
There's just no quit as Dort works really hard to get out and distract shooters.
And we've reached halftime in this one. Hornets ahead, up 9. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Thunder trailing by 9. Greg, we were just talking about Chet Holmgren, and he's a lot tougher, I think, than his frame might indicate.
Physically and mentally, he does not back down. In fact, he's often the one who initiates contact. You think you're going to bully him, he's going to try to bully you.
There's Miller with the 3. And it's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the rebound. Outside for Pippen. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Garnett with the block. To the wing on the left. Down low. Here's Miller. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Gilgeous-Alexander.
And the rookie Miller is tough to defend without fouling, mainly due to that length and athleticism.
Both free throws good for Miller. Hey, Greg, what do you like about Brandon Miller's game?
You know, Kevin, for me, his combination of length and skill is something every team is looking for. The key in his development will be adding strength and enhancing his ability to attack off the bounce. His agility makes Pippen so dangerous inside. He can create contact while also being able to get the shot off.
And that one misses.
At the line.
He hits the second from the line. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Here's man. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. Floats it up for Pippen. That one's not going to go.
Talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Out to Miller. Here's Garnett. From outside, off the mark. Thunder trailing by 10. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And the dunk by Holmgren.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
Yes, finally one drops after the 0 of 3 start.
Williams a screen. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Pippen. Drops in the layup for 2.
Contact doesn't phase Pippen. Still able to get that one to go.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Pass to Edwards. Here's Griffin. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Terrific swat from Holmgren there. Just shows you his length.
This is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Thanks, Kevin. Brandon Miller was a one-and-done at Alabama. He put on numbers and put on weight. He said coming into college, I couldn't really take bumps, at least not college bumps. I know building muscle mass is key. and he's not done adding muscle and layers to his game. He says it's all about the work. That's the only way you get better. Kevin?
That's a good focus. Thanks, D.A.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
We've got 1:55 left here in the third quarter. Garnett outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
So both teams changing it up here. On offense, here are the Thunder. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Pass to Holmgren. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Now here's Holmgren. Nailed from three-point land. Holmgren's got the lead up to 1 now for Oklahoma City. We've got 1:13 left in the third. Here's Payne. And Holmgren pulls it down.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over.
Honeybee.
1:06 left in the third quarter of the game. Wallace outside. Back to Hayward. And Hayward with the stuff.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
And Anderson slams it in.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. On the wing, Wallace. Latrey. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this one. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
And Batum sees the fast break and begins to get out there, making him the right option to finish it as he's ahead of the pack.
Here's Giddey. And that one drops for him. Giddey's got his second bucket tonight.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Now Payne. Batum with the three. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Chet Holmgren making things happen for Oklahoma City. What a quarter that saw them. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. It's a one-point game. Smith outside. Shot from the wing. He can't get it to go. Here's Oklahoma City. Giddey with it. Now Smith defending.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
First team foul.
Pass to Giddey. At the top of the key, Williams. And that comes off the assist by Giddey. Williams has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Thunder. And here's Payne. Outside, Batum. 4 on the shot clock. Fires from the wing. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Personal foul.
And the story of Cameron Payne, Brent, is one of redemption. Out of the league for a while, but he's come back with a vengeance.
Yeah, not only out of the league, Kevin, but remember, he was a lottery pick in 2015. So bouncing around, stints in China, a little bit of time in the G League. I mean, that's determination to get back, have an opportunity, and take advantage of it.
Outside, Dort. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Chalk up 2 there. And the Thunder lead by 3.
And Shea putting it on a string so hard to stay on top of him as a defender.
Garnett, the screen. Here's Payne. Offline with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for that.
The shot goes down and gets this game back to even.
No hesitation from Payne that time. Being assertive here.
Outside Williams. And we're around 2 minutes into the 4th quarter here. Great D that time from Edwards. Miller with the ball. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Garnett wide open. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Pippen outside. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Pippen. It's stolen by Edwards. Now here's Payne. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. Edwards with it. Garnett surveying the defense. Back to Edwards. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And the more experience Edwards gets, the better he'll become, especially when he's stepping up and hitting the big shots.
Here's Pippen. And stolen by Miller. And now the fast break. Griffin with the ball. And Edwards with the stuff.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Execution with pace. That's a bad turnover that simply was telegraphed. And SGA is used to burying these kind of big-time shots. Just an outstanding leader for this team.
Edwards with it. It's over Dort. And it's off the back rim. No good. Pass to Holmgren. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Unflappable. I mean, no moment is too big for Holmgren. They needed that basket.
Miller with the ball. Dort covering. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker.
And what's the most important thing at the line in the last 2 minutes? Confidence. Miller wants to be the guy to take these.
Big trip to the line. He did not get all of them, but at least they hold the lead now.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Anthony Edwards.
The thing you love about Gilgeous-Alexander is his general feel of playing like a veteran, even though he's still in the early part of his career. You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
And there's the drive.
You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
Pass to Williams. Holmgren the screen. Back to Williams. Nails the tray.
Remember that one. Guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Charlotte calls timeout. They trailed by 4. 30 seconds left in the 4th quarter. And Let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Steve Clifford had to say to his team. He challenged his team. He said they're not going to give us this one. We have to take it from them, starting now. We'll see if that message resonated. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
And how about the power there from KG? He can fly with the best of them.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. They're up by 1. 9 seconds left in the game. 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2.
You know, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has so many of the qualities that you want in a leader. He fights, he's energetic, he's a team-first guy. He just looks for ways to get his guys fired up.
Charlotte calls timeout. They're behind by 3. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Substitution on the court.
8 seconds left to play in the final quarter. The 19-foot shot. The second effort. So a close game sees Oklahoma City taking this one. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.